What do you notice? What do you wonder?
Ooh.
What do you notice? What do you wonder? Thumbs on your chest when you have a notice or wonder. Add more. Adelia.
I noticed that they all have a 4
In the what?
in the 10th color.
Good. So Adelia said that she notices that there are 4, they're all 4s in the tens column. What else? Cora?
I noticed that they are the same numbers and they have a symbol.
Okay, so Cora said she notices that they're all the same numbers and they all have a symbol. What else? Adelia? You notice something else? Okay.
I noticed that one is greater than another.
Okay, so she said that one is greater than the other. Which one is greater than the other?
45.
45 or 49? Which one is greater or more?
40.
Which one has more, the 49 or the 45?
49.
49. So, anyone else? Jimmy?
I noticed they flip it. Like they flip it.
What?
Flip it.
Oh, you said you noticed that the symbol is flipped? Oh, and the whole problem is flipped. That's what you meant, right? Whole thing is flipped. So they're all the same numbers, but they're not in the same place. So 49, 45, and this one says 45 and 49. And that being said, what else is flipped with those numbers? Cora?
I got a wonder.
Oh, she has a wonder. Go ahead.
I wonder why there's 2 black dots.
Alright, so usually the black dots just mean that they're in a list. I guess listing those. But good. Okay, so even though these comparison statements are written differently, they still tell us the same information. What does that mean? What is it telling us? What is it telling us? So these two things are saying the exact same thing. They're just telling us differently. How? Cora?
Because they switch.
Good. And what are they telling us?
They're telling us the same thing.
That the numbers are the same? Are they telling us that the numbers are the same?
Yeah, they're telling us that the numbers are the switch.
Good. And what is the symbol telling us specifically?
That 49 a greater number than.
Good. So even though both of them are different, and they're both telling us the same thing, that 49 is greater than 45, or 45 is what? Less than 49. Very good. Some of you still may be cutting, but I'm going to go ahead and explain what we're going to be doing. So, what you're going to do is you and your partner are going to have your tens, each have your tens and ones cards. So I have my tens and ones. I'm going to flip them over. But I still know that this is my tens pile and this is my ones pile. Okay? what you're gonna do is and I put these in these laminate papers so that we could easily, write on them and erase them. So, you and your partner are going to flip a card, both flip a card. So, I'm gonna have Cora flip your cards too. So, I'm gonna draw. Okay, so I have a 1 in my 10s and a 4 in my 1s. What number do I have? Raise your hand. Caleb. 14. So I'm going to write 14 in my number spot. Okay? Cora, what number do you have?
I got the zeros and a 0 in the 10s and a 2 in the 1.
So she said she drew a 0 in the 10s, which if you draw a 0 in the 10s, do you have to write it? No, but it just means that there's no 10s. I can even cross out no 10s and how many 1s?
2.
2 1s? Okay, so now I'm going to look at those two numbers. I'm going to say 14 and 2. Are they? Which one is greater than, or which one is less than the other? What could you say about those two numbers that would be true? Caleb?
I said 2.
Not 2. I'm sorry. What statement could you say? So blank is greater than or less than blank. So 14 is greater than or less than 2. 14 is less than 2? It's greater than. So which way is the alligator going to point? Cora?
To 14.
Towards the 14. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to play again. Move this up.
Wait, where do we put these?
So I'm going to probably have like a discard pile like this. Ready? You see my next round? There. Okay. I'm going to draw again. Cora, you draw again. Oh. I've got a 7 in my 10s and a 5 in my 1s. What number do I have? Raise your hand. Idalia.
75.
75. Good job. Cora, what do you have?
I got 5 10s and 8 1s.
So 5 10s you said? And 8 1s? Okay, so these are a little higher numbers. I'm going to rewrite these down here. What could I say about these two numbers? Cora?
That they're different, but 58 is less than 75.
Beautiful. So what I want you to say, our goal is to, at every time we have a number or two numbers, I want your phrase to say, you can pick one of these numbers and say, but just like Cora, she said, okay, 58, which is her number, 58 is less than 75. What's the other phrase I could say? What's the other phrase I could say? What can I say about 75? 75 is what? 75 is what, Caleb? Greater than 58. So which way is the alligator going to point? Lily? It's going to point to the 58. Is that the higher number?
75.
To the 75. Okay, so, and for those who are not here, I will have the decks of cards and the game boards for you guys for the centers too. Okay. Okay. So, now on your pages, you're gonna see some numbers with a line in between. What do you think you're gonna do on that line? Caleb?
Which one is the highest?
Right, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna make the alligator face which one?
The one that is highest.
The one that is the higher one. What if the numbers are the same?
You make it equal.
Make an equal sign, very good. Okay, so the other thing on the next page, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, what we're gonna do, I want you to look at these boxes. Take a look at number one. It doesn't have another number here. What do you think you're gonna do with that? How could you make this statement true? Cora?
You draw a higher number.
Why a higher number? Why, she said, you'd write a higher number there. This has box, the alligator facing towards the box, and then 78. Why would she say higher number? Caleb?
Because there's no number.
Well, there's no number, but why did she say that number has to be higher? Idalia?
Because it's pointing to the.
Right, so the alligator is pointing towards the box. So name a number higher than 78. What's a number higher than 78 that I could write here to make this true? Harper?
91.
I should have said 2-digit, but she did perfectly. 91. Is that true now? 91 is greater than 78?
Yeah.
Yes, so what you're going to do is you're going to go down here. These two boxes are both blank. You're going to make your own statement that is true. Okay? So, after you do those,